Hello, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Apollo Justice. This is Mirowood again, and with me this time are...
acolev.
Kuru.
Gaia.
Alright.
What names have you given?
Different one each time.
Yeah, that's her third name, by the way.
We'll have her credits with every room.
Yeah, we should. Anyways, continuing.
So do the creepers out there keeping track.
Back in court with Turnabout Serenade Day 2. July 9th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for... How do I say that?
Maki Tobaye, Your Honor, the pixie of the arpeggio.
Right, his trial. Court is in session.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge.
Very well. Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
Eh?
I mean, you wouldn't say, get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down.
What are you talking about?
Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill.
Just say I'm sorry you're terminally ill.
Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son.
The Chief Justice?
His son is afflicted with a most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems.
Should have kept it in his pants.
I hate that disease.
So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be in the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for?
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement. Briefly.
You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll all be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think.
Exclamation point.
You asked to review the victim in this case. Romein Letouse, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress Lamiroir. The cause of death? Blood lodged due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence. Letouse's autopsy report added to the court record. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit.
Have larger.
Other people would say that's what she said.
Oh.
We're just gonna let that one slide there.
I don't even know if that last comment even got into the recording.
Let's hope not.
A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Like so.
However, the bullet struck him in the shoulder. The damage to his body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering.
Dead.
Crime photo added to the court record.
Dead Jim, dead Jim, dead Jim. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed. The other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder.
Penetrated really hard.
Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. The shaft is only 2 meters. This is where this is where the bullets hit.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Diagram added to the court record. If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept in the weapon's use.
The shaft's not all that big. Really?
He's well acquainted with the touch. Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body.
The defense will take more care in choosing examples.
As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in the dressing room. This dressing room was only one entrance. A small thermal exhaust. This door.
That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet, when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty. Save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible.
Even for a computer.
Exactly. This murder was impossible.
Except for my computer.
Don't you know? For all but one person.
One person.
That is, of course, the defendant, Mahi Tobae.
Only this defendant could have committed this crime. But how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Let the witness please take the stand.
Take it where?
Your name and profession, please.
Emma Skye. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night.
Emma seems tired somehow.
Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was couldn't even stop a murder.
Wait, what's a police detective doing? Do they have other people for that?
Now don't blame yourself, things like this happen. I made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
Sure that makes her feel much better.
I think one of them involved a bathroom.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer. You may give the world your testimony, if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day, and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right. Murderous circumstances. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage, at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
It was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Maki did it? What's his name again?
Looks like we need a bit more information.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination!
I love cross-examination.
You don't have to read that.
The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yeah?
That's right.
What was a detective doing on security detail, might I
That's
ask?
what I was wondering.
You make mistakes, okay?
It was only a concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods.
Were you drinking? Prosecutor Gavin.
Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day, you might say, the stench of conspiracy. That day, at the concert hall.
Conspiracy?
Well, isn't it obvious? My keys! The whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined! It's all because someone stole my keys.
Objection, Your Honor. Massive conflict of interest.
I couldn't ride my hog to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Is Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them?
Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.